Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to VGU Previews Dragonball Z Battle of Z. Oh yeah, I'm your host as normal, Don the Expert of Coles from VideoGamesUncovered.com, and I get the chance to share this game with you. Look at it, it looks amazing just by looking at this. We're just looking at the world giving energy to Goku as he charges up his spirit bombs. Here's the interesting fact. Every colour that you see flying onto the Earth is a player playing the game right now. Instantly, this is awesome. And as the world energy actually shows how much energy has been collected by players around the world to this point. So to this point, we're almost hitting the 16.5 million energy mark, which is actually quite cool. But today, I'm here to show you awesome things. In this part, I'm going to be showing you the single player. And I'll mainly go through how the system works and my opinions on how the game feels at the moment. But then, we're actually going to go into battle mode, and it's going to be the first time I'm going to step into battle mode as well, so that's going to be fun. So let's start things off with single player. Now, if you're a fan of the previous Dragon Ball games, this is going to be very different very quick. Well, what mission should we choose here? We'll choose, since this is the demo version of Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z, which you can now get on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 prior to the launch in January, so if you do want to try it out, go ahead. You have access to 4 single player missions. We are going to go with Mission 4 for Fearsome Saiyan, where we get to fight Nappa is it just called the Saiyan Saga? I believe it is. And also in the demo, you get to unlock 4 characters. Goku, Kid Gohan, Krillin, and Piccolo. By all means, my favourite is actually Piccolo, because Piccolo's a friggin' badass. But for the sake of this, and for the sake of the fact that we're fighting Nappa, I'm going to go with Goku, just to show you how insane things are. So before we jump into the fight, this is one thing you'll be able to do with some of the missions in the game. Not all of them. Some of the missions will be story-driven with particular characters, and those characters you can't switch out, and you can't interfere with who is and who isn't allowed in that mission. So you're restricted to being those characters, basically. Whilst in this particular mission, we can pick our own variety of characters. So if I really wanted to, I could have a team of 4 Gokus, and I could just do that and go into a match. But for the sake of this, I'm going to have 2 Gokus, Krillin and Piccolo, because that feels right, in all honesty. So let me explain a few things before we jump into the game. You'll notice in the top right hand corner there are 2 different point meters. One saying Dragon Ball points and the other one saying premium points. Well, allow me to drag you over here to card collection and item collection. Starting off with card collection. Now, whenever you complete a mission or play the game at all and win, or you're just playing it in general, you unlock these cards. These cards give your characters added benefits. So this one, for example, boosts health, boosts energy recovery, boosts movement speed, boosts melee attack, boosts ki blasts, boosts special attacks, and you're going to have a heck of a lot of different boosters here, but you're also going to have different ones of these cards as well, which are character cards, and character cards will give you different benefits and de-benefits depending on what you get. So the only 2 that I have at the moment are Master Shen's Lessons Level 1, which is abilities increase while fighting in the air, which is actually a very good one if you're doing competitively and you're focused on fighting in the air only. And then the second one, just for easy leveling, it's Gravity Training. Player experience gained after clearing a mission is increased. Fair enough. There are many cards to basically unlock here. The demo does restrict you as to what cards you are able to unlock, but it's no need to worry. You do get a good variety of cards, so I like it. Now, Dragon Ball points. You can spend Dragon Ball points, and you get Dragon Ball points, by the way, by completing missions or by playing the game online. With these, you can purchase items, and these items you can take into matches that you play to give your character benefits. So as you can see here, the Steam Bomb gives you HP up for a minute, Ki Blast for a minute, Special up for a minute, Revival and HP half recover, and things like that. Sadly, you can't buy items in the demo, which is semi-understandable. But there you go. Also, it's nice that it gives you a taster as to what you can expect, because of course there is also a ton of items you cannot see yet. So that's pretty cool. And lastly, you'll notice that we also have premium points. Premium points are the points that you get whenever you share energy. And basically, sharing energy is kind of what contributes to the energy meter at the menu screen, where you just have that giant spirit ball charging. Depending on how many energy points you invest, you get that many points back as premium points. And with premium points, you can buy yourself more cards. And also more varieties of cards. And the interesting thing here is that they have a weekly lineup. So every single week they're going to have some rare cards that you can only get in the week. So for example, Energy plus 100, Shenron's Glare, which I think is crazy, Barrier's Body, reduce all damage taken from enemies, and also Random Collection as well, just if you feel like a lucky dip. You can't do this in the demo either, which I can completely understand, because heck, you can just grind premium points here and just keep getting all the best stuff if you really wanted to, so I can understand why they would lock it in the demo. So you might be wondering, well, why did they lock it in the demo? Well, everything you unlock in the demo will carry across. So any cards you unlocked, any characters you unlocked, any customizations that you did with the characters, like making Piccolo wear green, for example. Oh, I love that outfit. Yeah, it's all on you. And it carries across to the full game when you get it, which I think is really cool. But enough jibber jabber and enough explaining the behind the scenes stuff. Let's get in with the game. That's what you guys want to see. Yes, I would like to start the mission. And before you go into any mission, you normally have Master Roshi giving you a bit of Roshi's tips. Very nice. Now I hope to help you through the buttons here whilst the fearsome Saiyan is loading up. So the buttons are simple. X lets you fly down, square lets you fly up. Triangle is a melee attack, circle is a key attack. Relatively simple. L1 is block, but if you hold L1 and triangle, you do a meteor smash. And if you hold L1 and circle, you do your special key attack. Which in Goku's case is obviously Kamehameha. Now let's have a look how we do. Now, R1 is locking on, so we've got Cybermen here that we need to deal with. Because I have to admit, it would be... Oh, wow. I'm being dual-teched. Oh, no. So they've made the game a little bit more interesting here. Instead of just having you versus the main villain, which in this case is Nappa, you're also going to have situations where you'll have to be fighting Nappa plus Cybermen, which I think is a good idea. It adds more enemies that you have to fend off against, and if you leave them at bay, they'll be able to do considerable amounts of damage to you. You'll fly up in the air, hopefully. That's another thing as well, if you hit one of the fly buttons as you're moving, you'll do it faster, as you can see there. Bloody hell, Nappa's kicking my ass! Nappa! No! Sit down! Ugh! That's how I like it. Let me see if I can't do a chain for you guys. A chain is when you meteor smash someone and carry it off. So let's see if I can do it. Here we go, you chase him. And now we start a chain. And now it's up to the other players to keep the chain going. 3 chain. Can we get a 4 chain? No, because Piccolo doesn't like chaining, apparently. Not every AI will continue the chain. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Oh, damn. Oh, that was Nappa's super. Oh, man. You know what? I think we're going to make this a little bit more interesting. Let's fly up a bit. Get him in our sights. Lock on. Down green! Kamehameha! Oh man, he was already down when we fired it, so he didn't take any damage. But what a shame indeed. But the combat system is pretty solid. And there you go, we defeated Nappa. It's a quick overview of how the buttons work. I'll do another single player, one of the other single player missions, just to explain to you guys the buttons even more and talk about how I think the combat system feels and how I think the game feels and such. But this is a good chance to show you Energy Request. So Grand Goku, who's currently around the solar system charging up his spirit bombs, always requests energy. Well, it doesn't always request energy after every mission, it's only after particular missions that I've seen. But you just simply mash circle to send energy, and you've contributed. That amount of energy is then given to you as premium points. And after the game, after your mission, you're able to have a look at how you basically did. So we did pretty damn awesome, and we got a double S rank. From what I've seen in the demo, it's basically impossible to not get double S rank in these missions, which I think is fair. So as you can see, we gained 196 premium points and 1800 DP, Dragon Ball points, sorry. Just eluded my head there for a second. And the total score, which is very nice. And then after you do anything, whether it be with you or computer partners, what ends up happening is that you have rank ups. Rank ups obviously help other people know how good you are, and also lets your... I think ranking up your AI partners generally makes your AI partners smarter and better as well. I'm not 100% sure. And after every match as well, you also get cards for upgrade stuff. But I already went over, so it's fine. Yeah, you know what? We have enough time. I'm gonna possibly... Yep, there's the thanks for playing sign. Thank you very much. And that's the actual title screen, if anyone's interested. It looks awesome. And in case you're wondering, Battle of Z is based around the new Dragon Ball Z movie that was released, where Goku goes into Super Saiyan God mode. Nuts. But as you can see from the title screen, you have basically everyone there. Future Trunks, Cell, Broly, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna have to sign in. It'll help to sign in now, so that I don't have to worry about the multiplayer stuff in just a bit. But yes, the game generally feels really good. I like this style because it generally feels more like a Dragon Ball Z style game.
Please share your energy with all the warriors of the world.
I find this awesome as well. Whenever you load the game up, you just get to hear Goku say, "Share your energy with all the fighters across the world!" Ah, fantastic. Great to see most of the English voice actors come back. They got some new voice actors for some of the other characters. I understand they got the newer voice actor for voice actress or voice actor, I forget which one, for Frieza. But it's completely understandable. And let me just check actually. I haven't actually checked this yet. Yes! Yes! You can change it from English to Japanese voices. Let's have a look at them in Japanese for the next mission that we're going to do. Then I'll switch them back to English before we jump into the multiplayer side of things. So here we go. Let's go back into single player. Now, I will have to say this one thing. The game does feel solid, and I really do like it. Now, this is an example, by the way, of a mission that you cannot change characters with. As you can see in the red text, character is preset for this mission, so you can't change it. This will not be everyone's cup of tea. I've already seen people online that have played this demo already scream at it, saying this is not what I wanted. And by all means, you may be a Budokai fan or a Budokai Tenkaichi fan or Burst Limit fan. By all means. I personally think this style really benefits the whole feel of Dragon Ball Z. That's just my opinion, and I'm going to throw it out there, in all honesty. Right, so in this mission, we're just teaming up with Quillen, taking out some more Cybermen. Sounds legit, but there's something interesting that will actually happen a little bit later, which will be introduced to us shortly. One complaint I do actually have about the game as it stands at the moment in the demo, I'm not sure if they're going to fix this before the retail release, but the audio just sounds, I don't know, it sounds wrong. And when I say it sounds wrong, I'm not saying the voice acting screwed up or the sound effects are screwed up, because they're not. It all sounds Dragon Ball Z, and it all sounds accurate and hell, really accurate. If anything, it's the fact that the volume for sound effects and the music in the mission that you're in is pitched fine. But then the voices, the characters, you just don't hear. You just don't hear their voices at all. You slightly hear them, but that's it. You don't have anything special going on. And I think that ruins it, because if Goku's going nuts and you want to get behind him and you want to see him go absolutely crazy as like Krillin's been killed by Frieza or something, you want to hear it. You want to get behind those cries and shouts. But if you can't hear them, you can't get behind them. So that's a bit of a problem. There isn't many other problems I've noticed in single player as well. Single player's been pretty darn solid. I think the only problem I've really had in single player was mostly that audio issue. The other problems have been absolutely fine. The gameplay does feel really fast-paced. It feels really good. The arenas are pretty damn big. There are destructible environments. It's too bad that in the demo it doesn't feel destructible enough. It doesn't really feel like there are as many destructible environments as there could be, which I think is a very big miss. But I'm hoping there will be at least a majority of arenas as of the full release that will just have fully destructible environments left, right and centre. Let's see if we can't finish this last guy off with a Kamehameha. Yeah! Out of the sky. Love it. Oh no, who's coming? I think I've noticed as well that most of the lip syncing doesn't change from the English voice acting. I think the lips are still synced to the Japanese voice acting regardless. But yep, there's Raditz. We get to fight Raditz in the demo. I'm a happy bunny for this. So here we go, Meteor Smash him. Get it all started up. See how we can do against him. I'm normally really good against Raditz. The thing is, at this point, because it's still classed as a tutorial mission, Krillin doesn't chain, which I think is bad. He will chain later when you do other missions with him, but for now, nope. It's just Kakarot versus Raditz. And I love it. Fast-paced action is best. See, this kind of combines for me the best bits of Budokai Tenkaichi 3 with some new art styles. Or some new combat styles, should I say. Art style. Well, the art style generally feels improved as well, now when I think about it. Like, Kamehameha. It's a bit of a shame that it might be because these missions might just be demo missions, or these missions might just be tutorial missions prior to going into any story missions, which I can understand if that's the direction that we're going in, because I would have loved it if Raditz said some of his more iconic lines, or like if you ended up firing a Kamehameha at Raditz the first time and it would hit him, then he'll naturally react to it as he does in the anime and some of the other Dragon Ball Z games, where he completely counters the Kamehameha now, and if you want to use it again, you're going to have to be very, very careful. Right, so basically what they're saying now is we've got to use our super awesome special Kamehameha attack. So we're just going to dodge a little bit, tease it. Right, here we go. Kamehameha! Love it. And so yes, I really do like this game, just from how the demo has been played. I have played multiplayer co-op as well, and multiplayer co-op has been pretty damn awesome. But of course, I'm not going to show you multiplayer co-op, because the multiplayer co-op is basically the single player missions, but with other people online. So this is what we're going to do, folks. This is part 1. I've shown you the main aspects of the game, and what of the single player. And also my own personal impressions. Tune in to part 2, which should already be up. There'll be a link on the screen now or in the description below. Because in part 2, ladies and gentlemen, I will be going online and I will show you the multiplayer of Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z. Because, trust me, you think the single player is quite nuts. Just wait until you jump in a multiplayer. It gets crazy. And we just hit 17 million energy! Groundbreaking moment. So until next time, folks, I'm Don the Expert of Coles from VideoGamesUncovered.com. And I'll be seeing you on the other side.